Hello and welcome back to Quillpig Gaming, and today we are playing through a demo for Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express. I've never read the books, but I saw one of the movies that came out with Kenneth Branagh in it, and it was pretty cool, so I thought we'd play through the demo to see if this would be worth picking up. This is a game that came out in 2023. It is rated T for teen, for mild language, mild violence, mild blood. It's an adventure puzzle game published by Microids. Yep, and let's get started. See how this plays. I wonder if this is going to be like Emio? The Nintendo visual novel murder mystery game. I haven't really played visual novels before, so... The graphics look nice. Oh, it's set in modern day. Okay.
The train is still stuck and the snow continues to fall. I should have taken an airplane. Well, I must make the best of it and join the other passengers for breakfast.
Oh, okay. New track, go to the dining car. Mind map. What's a mind map? Okay. Oh, okay. Alright, we can move around. What's that? Hairbrush.
The mustache comb to tame unruly knots.
Okay, I guess if you have a mustache long enough to have knots. Nothing else? Alright. Well, which way should we go? Is that towards the front or the back?
Good morning, Monsieur Michel.
Good morning, sir. Please enjoy our special breakfast in our restaurant.
Okay, the bar is that way. Can't go outside.
This delay is intolerable. I am supposed to be demonstrating the Firenze in Paris in 2 days.
Ah, your electric car. Yes, that's bad luck.
Bad luck? If I miss that demonstration, I'll be in deep trouble.
Just text your people in Paris and warn them.
Of course I tried that, but there is no network service in these mountains.
My daughter said it would be the easiest way in the world. Just sit on the train until I got to Paris. And now we may be here for days, and my boat sails the day after tomorrow. How am I going to catch it now? I can't even send an email to cancel it. I'm just too mad to talk about it.
My colleagues were to meet me in Paris. They will wonder what has happened to me. I can get no words to them. What will they think? We have refugees to help.
I've never ridden on a train. Seems like it'd be fun.
Good morning, madam. The snow is a predicament, is it not?
I am Russian. Snow is no stranger to me.
Ah, the accent. Would it be St. Petersburg?
You are very perceptive. Monsieur Poirot, is it not?
And may I take it, I have the honor of addressing Princess Natalia Dragomirov.
We dispense with the old titles these days. My husband, all of my past. was taken from me by these Stalinists. When they were gone, I became director of the St. Petersburg Museum of Antiquities to restore and preserve what I can of my country's history.
Still, the delay must be vexing.
If I must be late for my appointments, then they will wait.
I know that I would certainly wait, madame. It has been my extreme pleasure to make your acquaintance, madame.
Au revoir, Monsieur Poirot.
Okay. Got some smooth jazz.
A beautiful piano. What a luxury. Pity there's no one to play it. Mademoiselle, you are not concerned about the train stopping?
What can one do?
Indeed, this does not make the train move. You have great strength to remain calm at a time like this.
I know one far, far stronger than I.
And that is?
Well, that old lady, for instance. You have probably noticed her. She just has to lift her little finger and ask for something in a polite voice, and the whole train runs.
It runs also for my friend Monsieur Bouc, but that is because he is a director of the line, not because he has a masterful character.
You don't have to have a strong will when you have power. But I suspect I did not need to tell you that, Mr. Poirot.
Good morning, Mr. Fauchet. You have early customers, I see.
Yes, I am stuck serving here as well at breakfast. Everyone is impatient. They keep complaining that the train is not moving. As if I could get out and push it.
It's too early for me to order a boxcar. That is the appropriate drink, I believe.
A gin triple sec, lemon and grenadine mix. A drink for a train indeed.
But not perhaps for my breakfast. I think I will settle for an omelette.
Good luck, sir. Miss Nielsen is helping to serve in the dining car.
Okay. Is that past this?
The Orient Express bar is certainly well stocked.
Okay. Restaurant.
How long are we expected to be stranded here?
It won't do much good complaining to me. That fellow there with the moustache, he may know something.
People with mustaches often know things.
Excusez-moi, sir.
Yes?
Monsieur Bouc asks for you to join him in compartment 203.
Look here, Poirot. Can you tell us anything?
I can tell you the snow, it will not move aside on its own.
Of course, but you obviously have some influence with Bouc.
I am going to see him now. I will ask him if he has any information.
All right. Go to the dining car. That's complete. Join Bouc. The mind map thing looks cool. I wonder if we'd be able to associate, like, clues we find. Okay, 203. No changes here. Very classy, train. So did the first class doors 205, 204, 203, and that's Bouc.
Ah, my good friend. Come in. We have need of you.
What has occurred?
A passenger lies dead in his bed. Stabbed.
A passenger? Which passenger?
In there. He's an American. A man called Ratchet. It was his valet, Masterman, who was worried that Mr. Ratchet was not awake yet. Pierre Michel, the conductor, decided to break in and found the body.
I see. Well, my friend, I think it is best not to touch anything and wait for the police to arrive.
Oh, I tried to call the police, but there is no cell tower for many kilometers. We could be stuck in the snow for hours. The murderer is with us. On the train, now! The sooner we catch him, the sooner we'll be out of danger. The Dr. Constantine is already examining the body.
Mon ami, this is not a missing train ticket. We must follow procedure. We must wait for the police to secure the crime scene.
Please, Poirot. I will take full responsibility.
Book, you ask. Well, if we cannot contact the outside world, then... Oh, you are going to drive me crazy. In truth, this problem intrigues me. I was reflecting not half an hour ago that many hours of boredom lay ahead whilst we are stuck here. And now, a problem lies ready to my hand.
You accept then?
C'est entendu. You place the matter in my hands.
Okay. Character menu updated. Is that in here? Analyze the crime scene. Ooh. Okay. Items inspected. Okay, what if we press start? Does that take us to anything? Ah, train passengers. Samuel Ratchet. 62. American. Got a room. We don't know her. We met her. Archibald Arbuthnot. Okay. Well, let's go inside.
Mr. Poirot, I am Dr. Constantine.
Forgive me, Doctor. You are a medical examiner?
No, but I have assisted in post-mortems at Nairobi Hospital, where I am a teaching fellow.
I am familiar with your excellent institution.
I do not intend to perform a full autopsy, but a preliminary examination should be of some use.
Of course. May I have a look? Then we can compare notes.
Please. If you need any help, I won't be far away.
Analyze his character. Moroccan? Belgian, Kenyan. Age. Well, he seems closer to 89 than 47. Doctor.
No, not good.
Huh, okay.
Et voilà.
Alright, zoom in.
As you see, the victim has been stabbed many times. Several alone would have been fatal.
Yes, I agree. An attack most savage.
I will,
they're
of
not
course,
getting too
prepare
graphic.
a complete report on my findings.
Thank you. I'll take photos.
Okay. Oh, his watch is stopped.
The watch is broken. The hands are stopped at 1:15 a.m. One would expect that to be the time when the attack occurred. The watch is broken.
Okay.
One would
Alright. Got no shoes on. Ah. Banana vape.
Did it belong to Ratchet?
cell phone. Broken.
This phone was deliberately smashed. I'm sure I will find some interesting things inside. I'm sure I will find...
Anything else to look at?
A handkerchief. There's a letter H embroidered on it.
6 out of 17. Don't know of anything else on the close-up examination, so let's back up. There's trash.
I wonder what could be in this photo.
Ooh. Restore the torn picture. Okay. Put you there. Take that. Rotate it. Right? Oh, but you're gonna go further up. Drop there. Let's move you further up too. Okay. Grab you. You're definitely bottom right corner. There's our bottom left. I like puzzles. Looks like it would fit. Maybe there? I don't know. We'll put that back. Okay, this one definitely belongs up here. Alright, this one goes here. Alright, so now we know where this one goes. Not you. This one. Last piece. For Daisy.
For Daisy. Interesting. My little gray cells did not let me down.
All right. Farm asleep 3000. Take a pill before going to sleep.
A box of sleeping pills.
Nothing else. Safe. Turn. We'd have to unlock it first.
Expensive clothing, recently laundered. Expensive clue.
Right. Wait, what about the lid, though?
Expensive clothing. Recent.
There we go. Alice was walking.
Not exactly the reading material one would expect of a man like Ratchet.
Alice walking in the forest of 1,000 flowers. She picked 10 flowers to make a bouquet. Suddenly the bouquet turned into a butterfly, and the flowers on the ground began to multiply. There were twice as many. Alice arrived in front of a door that asked her, "If you want to get out of the forest, you must tell me how many flowers are left in the forest." Forest of 1,000 flowers, she picked 10. Okay, so 1,000 minus 10. 90. Flowers on the ground began to multiply. Hold on. I'm not great at math. And 90 times 2 give us 199.80. Okay. Can we... bunny on the back. Okay.
Not exactly the reading.
Alright, I think that's it. So, with the touchpad, 1, 9, 9, 80? Not sure. Anything there? No.
Where can the killer have gone? This door communicates with compartment 204. The latch is open on this side.
Okay. I think that's it for that. Lock.
The chain lock is broken. Monsieur Michel told me that he broke the chain on the door to get into the room.
Right, we can ask him for his alibi.
I'm sorry, Doctor, but I must question you.
Of course. I must be considered under suspicion like everyone else.
May I know your movements last night?
I share compartment 101 with Mr. Book. He would not stop talking about his beloved train. I listened to him for hours talking about his Orient Express.
My friend Book will no doubt confirm this.
Okay.
Did you know the victim?
Not at all. I noticed him last night at dinner, but I did not pay much attention.
Did you touch anything in here this morning?
I checked for a pulse. There was none. Rigor mortis had commenced. The body was cool to the touch. I touched nothing else.
What can you tell me about the victim?
He died from multiple stab wounds of varying angles and depth. More than one would have been fatal. I would place the time of death roughly between midnight and 2 a.m. With more time, I hope I can be more precise.
I assume the open window complicates matters.
Indeed. Conditions are not perfect.
Okay.
Thank you for your help, Doctor.
Anything on the ceiling? No? Alright, the window. Just what's straight ahead.
The snow is falling only lightly this morning. The murderer would have left tracks in the snow if he had jumped out the window.
That's true. Okay. Alright. Let's go to the mind map. Two elements that reveal the most likely way the murderer exited the Mr. Ratchet's room. Connecting door. Connecting door is not latched. Okay. But we already got that.
I do not think that's the right answer.
Well, we already got it, though. It's the hints thing, too. Okay, so if we select that and that. Oh, okay. Chain broken, and he had to break into it. Okay, conclusion.
So, the murderer must have exited through Madame Hubert's room. I'm right again. That happens to me a lot.
All right. The witnesses of the escape. Connecting door. Right. This is Hubbard. And Mr. Michel's the guy who was sitting outside.
My little gray cells did not let me down.
Okay, we got interrogations to do. Let's go back. I think, did we get all the clues? Switch mystery. We have that. Open Ratchet safe. Picture of a stuffed animal. Alright, hints. Code can be deciphered using the page with the riddle. And let's do this. Number of flowers left in the forest is the key. Right. There were 1,000, 990. Oh, 990 times 2. I messed that up. So 1980. Let's try 1980. Okay. All right. All right. Money.
Not very surprising.
Daily planner. Call Cairo. Check carpets delivery. Orient Express. Call DC.
Ratchet had an appointment he will never keep.
Fontana di Conigli.
Ah, a meeting place on the back of a postcard. Someone with the initials A.W.
Okay. I think that's it. Wait a second. Turn. We have the ability to turn it. Anything on the back? No. Okay. Look at it from every angle. For each person hurt, you will suffer the same harm. Your death is near. We never forget.
Unusual letter, this.
All right. Got into the safe. One item left to inspect. What's left to inspect? Connecting door? I don't see any other big items to inspect. Nothing else is popping up in here. Nothing in the shower? Can we go through the door? No, doesn't look like it. Crime scene. Alright, hint. Violet vape liquid as well as examine the embroidered handkerchief. Right. Right. We have all that. What are we missing for items to inspect?
I shouldn't leave until I have finished inspecting the crime scene.
Right, we're done with these.
This door.
We already did that. What are we missing? We already got everything here. It's the money. We're missing something, otherwise it would let us leave the room.
The chain lock is... Monsieur Michel told me that he broke...
Right? We already looked at that. Looked at the vape juice, looked at the handkerchief, we looked at the phone. Oh! There's something. Zoom in. There's a gun. Missed that somehow. Got a serial number on it. It's a Russian gun.
Last night, Monsieur Ratchet said he takes precautions. I see now what he meant. He knew he was in danger and wanted to be ready, yet it was no use to him. I will leave it here for the police.
Okay. Alright, recap events. Two elements that help uncover what happened the night of the murder. Okay, so... pills. Okay, threatening note. And so he was armed. Okay.
This is wrong, but I'm never far from the truth.
Time and drink.
No, not good. I do not think that's the right answer.
That doesn't make sense. Yeah, doesn't make sense.
I can't imagine Ratchet taking a sleeping pill if he feared for his life. Et voilà.
Okay, Ratchet's employees. Oh, I don't know. Let's go back. Still have to look around. Ratchet's death. Journey. Interrogate Michelle, Mrs. Hubbard. Let's head out.
I shouldn't leave until I have finished inspecting the crime scene.
I guess we have to continue. Okay. Well then... I'd like to interrogate Mrs. Hubbard. Can we go through the next door? No? Alright. Alright. Ratchet's employees then. Definitely not her. Not him. She's a teacher, I think. Sure.
I do not think that's the right answer. This is wrong, but I'm never far from the truth.
Alright. Mr. Queen?
No, not good.
Okay. Well, we got one. Mr. Mastermind? Oh, they mentioned him. Yeah. Interrogate his valet. Interrogate his secretary. Okay, are we complete?
I think I've seen everything I need at the moment. I'm counting on you to finish your analysis.
I like the mind map.
I'll have a more detailed report for you as soon as I can.
So, Poirot, did you find anything out?
It's a bit early for the handcuffs, my friend. even for Hercule Poirot. Do not worry, mon ami. I believe our culprit has no plans to strike again. Monsieur Ratchet was the target. Of that I am convinced.
Alibi?
Tell me, Book, how did you spend last night?
This is a joke, I hope. Don't you trust your old friend?
My friend, calm yourself. I must hear your story in order to corroborate other accounts.
Ah, naturally. Let me see. I went to my compartment after dinner. Dr. Constantine was already there. We talked about his career. He's a Cambridge man, you know. After university, he returned to his country and has done much good there. He was so interested in the Orient Express. I told him all the anecdotes I know. I'm not certain when we fell asleep, but it was very late.
Here is what I have found out. Monsieur Ratchet was stabbed many times. I also found threatening letters in his safe. He had a loaded gun under his pillow, so he was on guard, ready to defend himself. However, there was an empty glass with white residue at the bottom. I suspect a barbiturate. Perhaps he was forced to take it. In any case, I am certain he was unconscious, unable to defend himself. I also found several other items at the crime scene, possibly related to the murder. They must be investigated.
By all means, Poirot. As fast as you can.
I also found liquid for an electronic cigarette, but I could not find a vape. This might belong to the murderer.
This criminal is an amateur.
List of
I need a
passengers.
list of the passengers with their compartment numbers.
Pierre Michel will have it.
I must interview the rest of the passengers and the staff.
I'll be in the bar car if you need me. We are hours late. Soon I hope help will arrive.
Then we'll need to go in there.
Monsieur Michel, I must ask you a few questions if you don't mind.
I will do everything I can to help.
First of all, tell me about yourself.
Very well. My name, as you know, is Pierre Michel. I am from Calais. I've been with the company for over 15 years.
Thank you.
French. Over 15 years. He's at least 33.
I must admit I'm not right this time.
Calais is French, right? Yeah, it's gotta be.
No, not good. My little gray cells did not let me down.
Okay.
Can you provide me with a listing of the passengers and their rooms, please?
Yes, certainly.
Okay, read. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 staff. No, 4 staff. It's just first and last name. Okay. Constantine only has one name. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 passengers. Number of places, 2. I don't know what that means. Turn. Stationary. Okay.
Are you a smoker?
Indeed.
Do you smoke e-cigarettes?
No. Tobacco only.
Okay. Ratchet.
I would like to reconstruct with your help the events of last night. Monsieur Ratchet retired to bed. When?
Almost immediately after dinner, sir. Actually, before we left Belgrade.
Did anybody go into his compartment after that?
His valet, monsieur. Monsieur Masterman. And then his secretary, the young American gentleman. Monsieur McQueen.
And that is the last time you saw or heard of him?
No, monsieur. You forget that Monsieur Ratchet rang his bell around 12:40 a.m., soon after we had stopped. I knocked at the door, but he called out in French, "Ce n'est rien, je me suis trompé." I then left to answer another bell that had just rung.
Where were you at 1:15 a.m.?
I was sitting on my little seat at the end of the car, facing up the corridor.
Are you sure?
I left a little after 1 a.m. to speak about the snow with my colleague Jean in the bar car. I came back later. There was a call. I remember speaking to you.
Indeed, I remember. Carry on.
It was the American lady, Madame Hubbard. She thought she saw a man in her compartment. Then, around 1:50 a.m., I made the bed for Monsieur Ratchet's secretary, Monsieur McQueen. He had spent the evening talking with the English Captain Arbuthnot. At 2 a.m., I returned to my place and stayed there until dawn.
What is the last station where we stopped?
Vinkovsky.
Could someone have come on board?
Possibly. I was very busy. Owing to the weather, we were a few minutes late. We left at 12:10 a.m.
Okay. Oh, reconstruct. Okay. Uh-oh. Train leaves Vinkov. Oh, what time did he say that was? 12:10? Midnight? Train is stuck. It's Hubbard.
Think, Poirot. That is not a good answer. This is wrong, but I'm never far from the truth.
Let's do hints. Miss Michelle was on the station platform at midnight. Right. Right, that's right. Turns the train. Train leaves. Right. Okay, so that's out of order.
I do not think that's the right answer. I must admit I'm not right this time.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong there. Okay. Reveal the hint. 1:50. Made McQueen's bed. 2 till morning. He was at his post. Right. Right. So that's right. That's right. This is definitely not right.
Think, Poirot. That is not a good answer.
I don't know why some of these are gray, though, and we can't move them. Okay, hint. After Ratchet's call, went to the lounge car. Right. This is Hubbard. That should be right. That should be right. Whoops.
That was easy.
Okay. I messed something up. Alright. Connecting door. Right. Back. Okay, so we still need to talk to Mrs. Hubbard. Is that done? I think that's done. Right.
Good morning, madam. I am Hercule Poirot.
Caroline Hubbard. What can I do for you, Mr. Poirot?
I am the bearer of unfortunate news.
It's obvious with all the commotion that something has happened.
Madame Hubbard, I am afraid your neighbor, Monsieur Ratchet, was murdered last night.
Oh my God! I knew it! I knew it!
I would like to ask you some questions, but first, may I inspect your room?
Of course, yes, you must.
American. Housewife. 60?
That's the right answer.
Alright. Search the room. What are we looking for? Okay, 3 pieces of evidence.
The
Sink.
luxury of the Orient Express is present in every detail.
Is there something to do there?
This door connects to Monsieur Ratchet's compartment. It was latched on this side. This door connects to Monsieur
Okay,
Ratchet. It was
nothing there.
latched on this side. Here is a jacket button. It bears the logo of the Orient Express.
What? What is that? It's a mustache.
Come to Poirot, my exquisitely sculpted friend.
Okay, it's not a clue. It's just a hidden object to find. Is that it? Two out of 3. Right. Saw that.
This door connects to Monsieur was latched
Saw
on this.
that. Right. Nothing else to do there. Ceiling. Nothing with a window. Bag. I don't see anything else.
Madame, please tell me about last night.
The murderer was right here in my compartment. I woke up. All in the dark it was. I was just so scared I couldn't scream. I pressed the call button. I pressed and pressed. I heard footsteps running in the corridor, then a knock on my door. "Come in," I screamed. And I switched on the lights at the same time. And would you believe it? There wasn't a soul there.
You think he went back into the other compartment?
How do I know where he went? I had my eyes shut tight. The conductor came in. I told the man what had happened, and he didn't seem to believe me. I asked him to search the room, but he found nothing. I told the conductor to look at the door between the compartments, and sure enough, it wasn't bolted. Well, I soon saw to that. I told him to bolt it, then and there.
How is it you didn't bolt the door between the two compartments?
But I had. Well, as a matter of fact, I asked that Swedish lady, Olsen, Greta, if it was bolted, and she said it was.
How was it you could not see for yourself?
I was already in bed, and my toiletry bag was hanging on the hook of the door. I couldn't see the latch from where I was.
What time was it when you asked her to do this for you?
Oh, it must have been around 10:30 or 10:45 p.m. She'd come along to see if I had an aspirin. But instead of opening my door, she opened Mr. Ratchet's door by mistake. He said something quite rude, like, "Not a chance, lady, you're too old." It shocked her. She came in. I told her where to find the aspirin, and she got it out of my toiletry bag. Poor girl, she didn't have a good night.
The same could be said for Monsieur Ratchet. It appears Mademoiselle Olsen may be the last person to see Ratchet alive. Is this your handkerchief?
No, not at all.
Yet it is embroidered with an initial H, like your name.
I don't care. It's not mine, and I would certainly never buy something so impractical as that frilly thing.
Are you a smoker?
No, definitely not. Filthy habit.
I found a jacket button on your table. It looks like it belongs to
Train
a
employee.
train employee. The button bears the logo of the Orient Express.
Well, of course the conductor came in last night, but he didn't go near that table.
Still, it's a safe bet that it belongs to the conductor. I'll check his jacket later, to be sure.
Okay.
I have not finished inspecting your room. If you don't mind,
Okay, so the toiletry bag. Now we can interact. Okay. Pick up. How do we check it? Where do we find the toiletry bag? Okay, toiletry bag. Nothing. What do we do with the toiletry bag?
Let's see if Mrs. Hubbard was telling the truth about the latch of the connecting door. This hook is probably where Mrs. Hubbard hung her toiletry bag.
Okay. There we go.
I can see the latch very well from here, even with the toiletry bag attached. I'll have to clear that up with Mrs. Hubbard. Mrs. Hubbard, you told me that the door connecting the two compartments was closed, correct?
Yes, it was, as I told you. I was already in bed and my toiletry bag was hanging on the hook of the door. I couldn't see the latch from where I was. That's why I asked Miss Olsen to check if it was closed.
As I told you, I was already in bed.
Are you sure everything you've told me is accurate, Madame Hubbard?
Of course. I have an excellent memory.
Proof she's lying.
Mrs. Hubbard, I tested putting your toiletry bag on the door hook as you told me. From your bed, you can easily see the latch on the door. The toiletry bag does not hide the latch at all.
Are you saying I'm lying? It may have been stuck somehow in a different position, or I may not have seen it in the darkness. Or I didn't think to look, you irritating man.
Details matter, madame. A man has been most savagely murdered. You will excuse me if I attempt to separate the truth from the false.
Forget my toiletry bag and focus on who entered my compartment. Probably after killing Mr. Ratchet.
Madame Hubbard is a force to be reckoned with, but I suspect I'm not done with her. Thank you for your assistance, madame.
We seem to be done there. Alright, select the two elements to help deduce how the killer avoided being seen by Mr. Michel. Okay, so... Right, where was he?
While Monsieur Michel was chatting with Monsieur Fauchet in the bar car between 1 a.m. and 2 a.m., the murderer could have escaped Ratchet's room without being seen. I'm right again. That happens to me a lot.
No.
This is the most likely answer.
No.
This direction looks promising.
Okay. Well, where to go from here? Missing button.
I found a button from an Orient Express staff jacket. Did you lose one by any chance?
No, monsieur. As you can see, I have all my buttons. It is not mine.
Somebody's missing a button. Nothing to see here.
So, Poirot, I hope you are progressing in your investigation.
I have not finished yet, but it is progressing, yes. I still have many questions that must be answered. I will report to you as soon as I can.
Did we conclude everything here? Yeah, we got that. Stuffed animal. Sleeping pills. Ah, Ratchet's secretary and his valet. Okay, they were further down. Whose door is this? Colonel Briggs mustache wax. Oh, is this our room? Tuning fork, right? No? Huh. Must be something to do with mustaches. This is our room. Okay. Ah, a map. Not a very large train. Five, 104, 103.
Monsieur Edward Masterman, I believe. May I ask you some questions?
I can barely talk. I have a terrible toothache.
We have a doctor on board the train. Perhaps...
I do not need a doctor. I use essential oils. If you can find my flask of clove oil in my box, I would be grateful.
Fine, if you insist. I will help you.
Essential oils could be used for vaping too, right? Almond, yang yang, lemon, lavender, clove, jojoba.
By the smell, I think that the jojoba oil spilled on the other bottles, leaving their labels illegible. I must find another way to find which one is Masterman's toothache remedy.
Okay, so...
The weighing scale is soaked in jojoba oil. It's unusable.
Okay.
Ah, this old scale will do the job.
Okay. So... The heaviest one will be lemon.
To start, I must first arrange the vials from the lightest to the heaviest.
Okay. You go here. Okay. You go here. That's heavier. You go here. Alright. So, blue is the heaviest. Alright. Okay. Wait a second. Black is lighter than green. Green is lighter than yellow. Green's lighter than red. Green's lighter than yellow. And yellow, of course, is lighter than blue. There we go.
Now that I know the order, I think that I can easily guess which one is the clove oil.
Red.
Here is Monsieur Masterman's remedy.
Okay.
Here is your remedy. I hope it will help.
Thank you very much, sir. Ah, well, I can finally speak without too much pain. I'm ready to answer your questions.
You are Monsieur Ratchet's valet?
Yes, sir, that is correct.
Were you told that your employer was murdered?
Yes, sir. A very shocking occurrence.
Don't know if he's American or not. LA.
That was easy. At what hour did you last see Monsieur Ratchet?
It must have been around 9 p.m., sir. That or a little after. I went to bed around 10:30 p.m., same as the person who shares my room, Mr. Foscarelli. He almost immediately began snoring.
What did you do then?
I read, sir, and I spent a while soothing my toothache with clove oil and listening to the snoring.
Did you hear anything during the night?
Yes, my roommate's snoring.
Are you a smoker?
Yes, sir. I have a cigarette now and then to relax.
Tell me about your employer, Monsieur Ratchet.
I've been working for him for 9 months. I should not wish to speak ill of the dead, but he was not a gentleman, sir.
Did you know that he had enemies?
Yes, sir. I heard him discussing some threatening letters, sir, with Mr. McQueen.
Did he mention these letters to you?
He had been reading a letter when I came in. He asked me if I was the one who put it in his compartment. I told him that I had done no such thing, and he should report it to the police at the next station.
How did he respond?
He laughed, sir.
You're joking.
I do not joke, sir.
Forgive me, I can see you do not. Was he taking sleeping pills?
Always when traveling by train, sir. He said he couldn't sleep otherwise. Last night he asked me to give him 2. I did so, along with a glass of water. He dissolved them in the water.
Did you see him drink the water?
No, sir. I left right after I gave him the pills.
Was Monsieur Ratchet a smoker?
No. He finds smokers disgusting.
Can you tell me again why you gave sleeping pills to Monsieur Ratchet?
Yes, I gave him the pills because when he takes the train, he has trouble sleeping. The letter must have worried him. He specifically asked me to prepare the sleeping pills. I didn't see him drink the water with the pills in it.
Takes the train, he has trouble sleeping. Letter must have worried him.
Monsieur, I believe you are not telling me the truth.
What? How can you say that?
Yeah.
He received threatening letters. One, it seems, last night. Did you know he had a gun under his pillow? And even asked for my help to watch over him? I find it strange that he asked you for sleeping pills when he was afraid for his life and prepared to defend himself.
I'm sure I don't know. Maybe to calm his nerves, maybe out of habit.
It makes no sense.
Wait, please. Isn't it possible that Mr. Ratchet asked me to prepare the pills, but didn't plan to drink them for some reason?
It is possible. But I am a student of character, monsieur, and the Monsieur Ratchet you describe is not the man I met.
If you'll excuse me, my toothache is getting worse again.
I'm afraid this time you must prepare your own clove oil.
Okay, I think we're done with him. Alright, now let's talk to his buddy.
I believe I am addressing Monsieur Hector McQueen.
Guilty as charged.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, sorry. Just an expression. My father used to say it.
You must have had an interesting childhood. I am Hercule Poirot.
No need to be modest. You're a detective.
You are Monsieur Ratchet's secretary?
I am Mr. Ratchet's secretary. Just over a year. I mainly take care of translating certain texts for him. Mr. Ratchet only speaks English.
Prepare yourself for a shock. Your employer, Monsieur Ratchet, is dead.
So they got him after all.
What do you mean? You are assuming he was murdered?
I know he had enemies.
What can you tell me about Monsieur Ratchet?
He was American. He was an antiques dealer. I don't know much more. Mr. Ratchet never talked about himself or his life. But I think Ratchet wasn't his real name. And he left the United States to run away from something. Or someone.
Yes?
He started getting letters. Threatening letters.
Do you still have them?
I have one.
Did you know that Monsieur Ratchet had asked for my help?
Asked you? No, I didn't know.
He knew he was in danger. When did you last see him?
Last night around 10 o'clock, I should say.
Did you like your employer, Monsieur McQueen?
No, I did not. He was, I'm sure, a cruel and dangerous man.
Okay.
Can you tell me your movements last night?
I went back to my compartment. I read a little. In Belgrade, I went out onto the platform to smoke, but it was cold. I quickly went back in. I then went to Mr. Ratchet's compartment to take some dictation for him. I left around 10 o'clock. I saw Captain Arbuthnot. We ended up chatting in my compartment. Then we went out on the platform to quickly stretch our legs at Binkovsky. He left around 2 o'clock.
Thank you. I will need to check Monsieur McQueen's story with Captain Arbuthnot.
Okay.
I found a diary in Monsieur Ratchet's safe. Did you know about it?
I kept a business appointment book, but I know he had a personal diary as well. That looks like it.
Are you a smoker?
Yes, I smoke cigarettes. I've tried to quit, but no luck.
Can you give me this letter, please?
Of course, here it is.
Time to die. Oof. Been up at the corners. This was in a different shape.
Was Monsieur Ratchet a smoker?
No, he hated the smell of smoke.
Okay. Oh, things are connecting. Right. Ratchet only speaks English, and Ratchet only speaks French. He spoke French. Right, so that's a problem. Alright. Mm-hmm.
The murderer may have impersonated Ratchet by calling Monsieur Michel to make it seem that Ratchet was still alive at 12:37 a.m. That's the right answer.
Okay. Putting stuff together. What's the most likely hypothesis? Ratchet takes sleeping pills. The murderer enters Ratchet's room. Kills him with a gun, hides it under the pillow, disguises the crime as a crime of passion with a knife, waits for Mr. Michel to take a break to leave the room. Ratchet takes sleeping pills. Murderer enters Ratchet's room, stabs him with a knife. Maybe. This one, I think.
I'm right again. That happens to me a lot.
All right. So we've got report the situation to Buch. Right. No.
This direction looks promising.
Mr. Masterman, he's lying to us, or at least it seems like it. But I think no.
Very well, I choose to go this way.
Okay. Right. Let's go talk to Monsieur Buch. What's down this way? Another room. Can't go through there. Right. So back to the dining car. This feels like we're a third of the way or even halfway through the story. It's been a lot of stuff we've been finding.
So, my friend, have you found our killer?
Not yet, but I will tell you what I have learned.
Please.
Our assassin could have gotten on the train at Vinkovsky disguised as a conductor, entered Ratchet's room, and killed him. Then he walked out through Madame Hubbard's connecting door, where he lost a button from his jacket. He had to wait for Monsieur Michel to be absent. He waited too long. The train had left the station.
He was trapped aboard.
Indeed. He had opened the window to make it look that he'd escaped that way. However, if he waited until the train stopped again due to snow, his footprints would have been found.
The murderer is still among us, on the train.
There's a problem with the second-class toilets.
What now?
All morning passengers have been complaining that the door is locked, so I went to check. I knocked, but no one answered. I didn't think I should open it without speaking to you first.
You did well, Monsieur Michel. Lead the way.
I use my master key.
But who is she? Is she alive?
She is breathing.
Then if she isn't dead, isn't she our murderer?
That, my friend, is what we must find out. Miss, can you hear me? She's breathing. Her pulse is strong. There is no sign of physical violence. This woman is sleeping very soundly.
Like she drank sleeping pills. Istanbul, Paris, Joanna Locke. Nothing else? Okay.
Miss, can you hear me? This woman is
Okay, still nothing.
The ticket reads Joanna Locke, traveling in compartment 105.
This woman is sound asleep. Given her location, I would say she has been drugged and deposited here.
Well, at least it's not another murder on my train.
The train is, of course, full.
Monsieur, the list I gave you indicates that Hildegard Schmidt shares her compartment.
I will want to talk to her later. For now, we will concentrate on this mysterious young lady. Let's return her to her more comfortable bed.
Good idea. Pierre, locate this woman's room and fetch the doctor.
Yes, sir.
I will question her when she wakes up.
Please, let me know what you learn.
Mademoiselle Locke's compartment is 105. I suggest we return her to her more comfortable bed.
Yes, hopefully she will awaken soon.
All right.
A cup of tea with white residue at the bottom.
Luggage. We don't have a number yet. Button missing.
A briefcase and a wagon-lit conductor's jacket. And the button is missing.
The briefcase. What What would the combination be? Five-digit combination. Don't see anything else around. No? Alright. 0. 1980? No? What's her passenger ticket? Search her room. Right. Search her suitcase, discover the code to open her briefcase. Right. We searched her suitcase, didn't we? Where would there be a code?
A briefcase and a wagon-lee conductor's jacket. And a button is missing.
Where would you get a code from on this? Ah. That. No, that's nothing. That's nothing. Hmm. 86249. Let's try that. Okay, I guess that's a little bit different. Yeah.
Have you tried 0000? No, that's mine. I never remember my passwords, so I make them easy ones. We really need to find the combination. Poirot, what if the briefcase is booby-trapped?
Ooh, okay. She's got lots of stuff in there. She has a Glock, or a Glock clone. Magazine in, I guess. That's what that's supposed to mean. Actually doesn't... It looks kind of like a Glock and not at all. Joanna Lock. Massachusetts. Okay. Date of birth 91. Class D. Ooh. Detective. Could be real. Could be fake. Got a file on him.
Mademoiselle Locke seems very interested in our victim.
Of course. She has studied her target.
Possibly.
Nothing else. All right.
The stuffed animal is the same as in the photo found at the crime scene.
What a coincidence.
Mademoiselle Locke appears to have been investigating Monsieur Ratchet.
Her driver's license confirms her identity. She is American.
These are fake IDs. It's certain.
This badge says that Joanna Locke is an American detective with the Berkshire Police Department in Massachusetts.
An American police officer? Oh.
She has a gun.
Come, Poirot. Criminals are often known to carry one.
Ratchet was stabbed, not shot.
But then why take it on the train?
Look, she's waking up.
Thanks to you, I would not be surprised if our murder victim were also waking up.
What?
He talks a lot.
Oh, my head. What's all the yelling about?
Who are you? Give me a good reason why you should not be in handcuffs.
I can give you a reason, Book. Whose handcuffs will we use? I have none. Do you?
Well,
You are Joanna Locke, mademoiselle?
Yes, Joanna Locke. I'm a detective. Berkshire, Massachusetts Police.
I have found your credentials, mademoiselle.
And I know who you are, Mr. Poirot.
Then, if the introductions are complete, perhaps the explanations may begin.
I'll try. It's simple, really. I'm on the trail of a murderer.
Was not in the book. I didn't know she wrote plays too. I just knew she wrote books. And she was very popular.
I had just been promoted to detective after 5 years on patrol. It was my first time on a major case. It had been a month since Daisy Armstrong was kidnapped. The Armstrongs were desperate for some sign of hope. I was there only for paperwork, to fill in some blanks.
Well, I'm liking this quite a bit. This is definitely more my speed than Emio, but I think we're going to call this good for the demo. There's quite a bit of it's quite a bit for a demo. I actually only expected like 15-20 minutes, and it just keeps going. So you definitely get your money's worth off of the free demo for Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express. And we're going to call that good for today. Anyway, thanks for coming. Hope you've enjoyed this demo, and maybe take a look at the game. It's pretty new. Character models are nice, and I like the mind map feature, so I'll be taking a look at whether or not I should buy the full game. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for coming. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.